Hello, everybody. I'm SpectralStar. Welcome back to a new, beautiful episode of Death Battle. Spring is here. The flowers are blooming in the capital. I hope. I've not seen the capital. They're blooming outside in the trees, the forests, the ground, the bushes. Everything is blooming, and it's beautiful. And today, we get to take a look at two very beautiful franchises that use the colors of art and fanciness and so much beauty packed into each little episode and each manga panel, for that matter, especially if you find colored versions of these manga panels. Of course, I'm talking about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer, starting off with Demon Slayer, it has a bright, colorful art style, fire effects, water effects, lightning effects, all kinds of crazy bullshit. It's amazing, and it's beautiful. And then you have JoJo, which is all about runway model fashion and insanely over-the-top, beautiful action. Now, today we're going to see two very prime cast characters of those shows go head-to-head in what is known as a death battle. And I am not Death Battle. Please go watch the original video. There will be a link in the description that will take you to the original video if you have not seen it yet. And I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. I am just merely a spectator of this beautiful, beautiful fight that's about to go down. That's probably in 2D and should be in 3D. But I digress. Let's go ahead and get into the business of two characters killing each other.
Tanjiro Kamado, the sun-breathing demon slayer swordsman.
Jonathan Joestar, the very first JoJo who ever Jojed.
These two anime monster hunters are as deadly with a blade as they are infinitely good-natured.
How do you do that?
But don't cross them, else they might leave you breathless. He's Wiz and I'm...
Did I mention that the poses are
Analyze
beautiful?
their weapons, armor, and
JoJo.
skills to find out who would win.
Of course, I also have my beautiful poster.
Daisho Japan, an era of
I know this is
unparalleled
going
progress
on, but I
and
want to show
imperial
this off.
domination. But this empire had a sickness,
This beauty.
a rot at its core.
Oh, yes.
Demons.
Okay.
This race of superhuman cannibals originated from one being. They're all powerful.
No JoJo
protectors.
stuff, but I'm working on it.
Kibutsuji.
Who spent his evenings slaughtering families and eating them, including the Kamado clan.
I mean, you might as well eat them, right?
Faithfully survived. The eldest son, Tanjiro.
Well, the good news is your sister Nezuko is alive too. Bad news is she's a demon now. So sorry, champ, I'm chalking this day up as an L.
But Tanjiro possessed
Ain't that the way it
all
always
heart
happens?
of an anime protagonist, and he devoted his life to curing Nezuko's curse and ending Muzan's evil once and for all.
I feel like
he
people
joined the Demon Slayer Corps, a secret
are
group of
eventually going to be
badass
up in
demon
arms
hunters
about the
with badass
muzzle on their
swords
face.
forged from a unique sunlight-absorbing ore, the Nichiren
I
blade,
understand
one
why
of
it's
the only
there.
weapons that can decapitate a demon and end their unholy
But I also
existence
think
for
that
good.
it might be
Especially when
unnecessary,
combined with the Slayer's fancy
and that
tricks
it's
with katana
asking for
magic.
trouble.
It isn't katana magic. Okay, well, it's totally katana magic, but that's not what it's called.
Yeah, it's breathing.
I'm fine with it.
Which is so lame. Anybody can do that.
Oh, another thing. These characters
The
use
of
breathing
breathing is
techniques.
crucial to real-life martial arts.
That's what's really
Deeper
cool about
breaths
them.
Massage the organs below the diaphragm, relaxing your body and lowering its energy requirement, while simultaneously giving you more energy to use.
Yes.
Tanjiro mastered this breathing shit so well. he
Total
could do it in his
concentration
sleep
breathing.
Literally 24/7.
This is total concentration
Okay,
breathing.
there
a
we go.
technique
See, I
developed
told
by
you.
the Demon Slayers in order to massively increase their physical
I know my
ability
shit.
to match their blatantly superhuman foes. Through the measured intake of oxygen, users can boost their concentration, reactions, and even manipulate the flow of their blood. This can help in slowing down poisons or speeding up the coagulation of wounds.
Which means he can use it to quickly recover in case of injury or fatigue. And Demon Slayers can combine their breathing
You know
with
what
their
kills
blades
me
for, well,
about this?
katana magic.
Each
Is
breathing
that
style
they
is a
never told them
separate
about
form
total
of sword
concentration.
combat.
Well,
The
they did
first
teach
form
them
of
about total
water
concentration
breathing,
breathing.
a flexible
But
defensive style where
they
each
never,
blade summons
ever
water
told them,
to
hey,
slice
maybe
like a
you should
raging
try
furnace.
like doing that all the time. It'll make you stronger. like make your life all about total concentration breathing.
Genius in combat.
And he's like,
discern an opponent's weaknesses and
don't tell them the secret of being a badass or anything.
Slaying was in his very blood.
Because it was.
It just seems stupid.
Ago, the creator of the very
At least
first
Master
breathing
Roshi
style
didn't
taught
tell
this knowledge
Goku
to
and
Tanjiro's
Krillin and shit.
ancestors, who
He
passed
just
it
said,
down
here,
to
put this turtle
Tanjiro
shell on your
and
back when it was time, and they were like, oh my god, for real? And they just got stronger as time went along. They didn't know what was going on. Took the turtle shells off and jumped 50 feet in the fucking sky. It was like, okay, here we go.
Wicked fire dragon.
Sun breathing increases Tanjiro's speed and power, but at a cost. It will quickly tire him out, and overuse could severely debilitate him.
Which can also turn on this really distracting birthmark on his forehead.
Through intense stress and exertion, Tanjiro can activate this Demon Slayer mark, which boosts his already crazy strength and speed even further.
And gives him access to the see-through world. Basically, it slows down time for Tanjiro and gives him x-ray vision.
This
Well,
allows
that's cool.
him such a precise understanding of his opponent's muscle movements that he can predict their future actions. Sort of like a spider sense. He can even do the same with just his sense of smell. No Demon Slayer mark needed. Not only can his nose detect people from hundreds of yards away, it lets him find an opponent's opening in battle even easier than before.
You'd think
The
being
s-
an anime
the
swordsman
string
would make
line
Tanjiro even edgier than his blade,
becomes
but he's
taut.
basically the
I love
group
that word,
mom,
taut.
with an innocent little cherub sweetness
And then you
matched
attack
only by his
for critical
raw
hits.
badassery.
Critical.
Tanjiro is tough enough to survive
Max
being
criticals.
stabbed in the stomach, fast enough to dodge lightning, and strong enough to slice through and derail a literal demon train.
That demon turned himself into a train, Wiz. Funniest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, I
And
saw
this
that. That was a
demon,
great movie.
Doma, was able to freeze the air into this giant ice statue in only a few seconds. That takes a lot of energy.
And Tanjiro's managed to keep up with similarly powerful demons like Hantengu, Akaza, and eventually the strongest of them all, Muzan himself.
Okay, I'm
With
getting
the
spoiled
help of his
here.
friends,
I've not
of
read the
course,
manga.
It
I've
would
only
take all
watched the
their
anime.
efforts and countless sacrifices,
But the I guess the
Tanjiro and
manga
his
is
Demon Slayers
done.
would continue to
I'm
fight
not
to
sure about
realize their
that.
dream of a world that is safe for humanity. And whatever Inosuke is.
Inosuke is amazing. He is the best character in the show. I'm sorry. He's fucking hilarious.
Whether you were a lowly street rat or a
Here we
wealthy
go.
noble. Okay, well, that last one probably wasn't so bad.
That is, unless your dad, in all his infinite wisdom, decided to adopt the single greatest asshole in human history and make him your brother.
Yeah.
That'd make you one unlucky schmuck.
That piece
would
of
make
shit.
you Jonathan Joestar.
Hadn't you heard, Wiz?
God, Dio,
Everybody just
I mean,
calls him JoJo.
I love him, but then I think about all the stuff he
Joestar
did to that
forged for
dog, and I'm
himself,
like,
Jonathan's new
screw that
brother,
guy.
Dio, dedicated
He's such
his
an
life
ass.
to
He's
breaking
a
Jonathan
subhuman, a piece of
turning him
shit.
into a docile puppet. But after being bullied, beaten, and thoroughly traumatized, something awakened deep in Jonathan's heart.
Like,
The
how dare you
raging
hurt that
fire
dog?
of
That
a
dog did
gentleman.
nothing.
I don't think beating the living piss out of Dio was gentle, but it sure was satisfying. Too
Oh,
bad
yeah.
it didn't last forever, because only a few years later, Dio got his revenge when he turned into a vampire and killed Papa Joestar. Classic Dio.
With Dio now bent on world domination.
Is this about Dio or Jonathan?
Righteous fist to save the day.
Yeah, he needed a creepy floating Italian man that punches frogs with the power of the sun.
It wasn't just a floating Italian man. It was
Ribbit.
Antonio Zeppeli, a practitioner
God.
of Hamon, an ancient
Zeppeli.
martial art designed specifically to do battle against
Zeppeli,
vampires like
you
Dio. Through their
ignorant
breath, Hamon
scum.
used to blast a hot electric ripple out of
Just
their
kidding.
bodies and flood it into their opponents. Huh.
That's what Hamon means in English. The ripple.
And if you haven't
if I had a
caught on
nickel
yet,
for every
all this
anime
stuff is like
protagonist who killed
Rock
monsters with the
Band
power of breathing,
and
well,
Rockstar
that'd be 2 nickels, but let's agree, it's weird
names
that it happened
given to
twice.
these characters.
Hamon energy massively increases
Like
our users'
Ronnie
physical
James
abilities
Dio
and
and
allows them
Led
to
Zeppelin.
disintegrate vampires with a single punch. In order to fight Dio, Zeppeli taught Jonathan everything he knew.
Like the zoom punch, where Jonathan stretches his arm and punches an opponent from far away like he chomped on a gum-gum fruit. He does this by using the ripple to dull the pain of dislocating his shoulder before snapping it back. That might sound crazy, but there are real-life examples of breathing basically giving people superpowers.
Like the Dutch adventurer Wim Hof, who can survive being nearly totally submerged in ice water for almost 2 hours. Through forced exhalation, Hof drops his oxygen levels in order to supercharge his body's thermoregulation.
His stomach
and
looks
release
like
euphoric chemicals to numb the pain.
pain. It
Just,
just-
like the zoom punch.
Ow.
It's basically just like the Eastern idea of chi. Voila! Which is circular.
Yeah, it all goes back to
Body,
chi,
but what
kinda.
else? Breathing.
Chakra.
And just like chi, it can do lots
Ki.
of crazy shit.
like walking on water, magnetizing plants, or controlling an enemy's muscles. It can even be transferred through solid surfaces like metal.
And he can catch his fists on fire and slam you
Let's
senseless
just
with
say a
his
sword.
patented Sunlight Yellow Overdrive.
Just something Jonathan
You don't
does
leave
use.
any
Calls it
monster
the sword
smiling and
pluck.
satisfied.
Jonathan took these skills as
I know my shit.
and the definitely not just there for exposition Speedwagon invaded Dio's domain and waged war against an army of bloodthirsty zombies.
Including Dio's right-hand monsters, Bruford and Tarkus. Tarkus was strong enough to rip entire boulders out of the ground and slice through a cliff with one swing. He could even snap JoJo's neck and cut our old pal Zeppeli in half. Rest in peace,
With a
free-floating
chain.
Italian man. Sorry you had to be born the mentor. Hope none of your relatives die horrifying.
He knew he was
deaths,
gonna
too.
die.
Coming, Zeppeli's last act was to pass
Master
his grip
Tonberry
on the
taught
Titan,
him.
not only
I
allowing
call him
to heal his own
Tonberry.
broken
He's
neck,
Tom
but also
Petty.
combine
Ton
their
Petty.
energies
Ton
together.
Petty.
And making
I'm
JoJo
sorry.
strong enough to cut through Tarkus's giant arm. Not with his nifty new sword, Pluck. With his bare goddamn hand.
With this
Yeah.
power boost, Jonathan faced Dio once and for all and fisted him with his raging hot ripple. Wait.
Now, fisting Dio was pretty impressive, considering Dio.
Oh my
could
God!
faster
I've
than
been
lightning and
traumatized
Star Platinum.
by
Hell,
words.
Even other ripple users like Joseph can dodge beams of light too.
But more than his strength or speed, or even Hamon, Jonathan's greatest strength was always
Stingy
his
eyes.
and unstoppable determination. It was that burning drive for justice that defeated Dio all those years ago, and the same one that defeated him again. But this victory was bittersweet.
He may be built like a brick shithouse, but Jonathan's got the
He's the
personality of a
biggest
golden
Joestar
retriever.
by
Even after
far.
everything Dio
He's a
did to
tree
all the
of a
lies
human
and abuse
being.
and dad murder,
I mean, some of the
Jonathan still
Joestars look
loved him
huge,
like a
but
brother, and still cried
Jonathan
those
was
hot,
like-
wet 80s manimade tears.
And he's
even
a
after Dio
wonderful
returned on
person.
Jonathan's
His
wedding
heart
night
is
to
as big as his
murder
body,
him and steal
okay?
his body, Jonathan sacrificed himself so his wife and unborn child could escape. But he did not die in vain. His bloodline would continue throughout the ages, spawning a line of illustrious and bizarre heroes who would crush Dio's plans and save the universe.
And they all had one thing in common: his name, JoJo.
Joestar. Okay,
Wait,
JoJo.
is the ripple his tip?
We had to go back to that sick shit, didn't we?
All right,
There
the
at the
bets
end.
are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
No, I'm not kink shaming anyone. Here's the battle. Let's see what happens here. I can't wait. I'm for either character. I'm more of a JoJo fan than I am a Demon Slayer fan, but
Step aside! I've sworn to slay all of Dio's demonic minions.
that's some good voice acting. He sounds
Don't
just
know who you are, but you better leave her alone. You poor wretch, shackled by the chains of this harpy's insidious mind control. On my
that is
honor,
a really good
I will
English voice
free
actor for Jonathan.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Did you bump your head?
He's pretty good too. Now that he said something like Tanjiro would say.
Total concentration. Water breathing.
Okay, this is really good. It's really good. You ever heard the English voice actors on Jonathan? He sounds just like him. Just great. Love it.
Kind of adorable, like a puppy. I wonder if he has a caretaker nearby.
Come on, like you're not adorable, Tanjiro.
You're mine. Valiant footwork.
Gotta love Jonathan, man. He'll say nice things to you as he's beating your ass, or you're beating his ass. It doesn't matter.
No kamikaze!
He even cried when he killed Dio the first time, or thought he did.
Nice.
It's a great character.
Incredible. You could teach me a thing or two. Scarlet Overdrive.
Ooh, it's gonna be a toasty one today. Oh boy, comes the lightning. I'm getting goosebumps, man. I'm excited.
Carrying some kind of energy. Like me. And that means I know how to stop him.
Maybe. You get too cocky, boy.
He's focusing on my neck. Does he know? Metal Silver Overdrive.
Here we go. Oh no, Pluck.
I got you.
That sword would be stronger. I mean, that Pluck was just a kind of a regular sword, just infused with Hamon. So.
He's going for my lungs.
Yeah.
2 inches off. Did he dodge?
No. His lungs dodged.
Yellow.
My sister.
On my honor as a gentleman, I will protect her with my life.
And he will. Yes.
Oh, I'm not crying.
I'd watch this anime.
Crying really hard.
I would watch this alternate timeline anime, damn it. I would. Make it happen.
Tanjiro did initially
Come
seem to
on.
have more advantages in this bout.
For sure. He'd been training for way longer than Jonathan, and with way more experienced teachers. Tanjiro's Demon Slayer journey took place over a couple of years, while Jonathan's Ripple training was less than a month.
Tanjiro was obviously a superior swordsman with a variety of powerful techniques and katana magic, while Jonathan really only improvised as a swordsman.
But that's where the advantages stop. Sure, Jonathan wasn't a natural swordsman.
Very true.
But he more than made up for it in hand-to-hand combat, while Tanjiro was pretty much out of options without a blade.
Jonathan also had an edge in strength. Comparing Tanjiro to Doma and JoJo to Tarkus, Jonathan was over twice as strong. And while Tanjiro later fought the more powerful Muzan, Jonathan did the same with Dio.
He was way faster too. While Tanjiro and his pals
Yeah,
could dodge
Dio,
lightning,
whoo,
we can
he
compare
beat
Jonathan to
Alucard,
other
man.
Ripple users like Joseph, who could dodge light, which is over 3,000 times faster. That might seem crazy, but in Part 3, Dio was able to keep up with stands like Star Platinum, which can move faster
Just
than light. Dio
crazy.
did this on his own, and that was while using Jonathan's body.
Even with multiple ways to predict Jonathan's movements and see the flow of his ripple with X-ray vision, Tanjiro would not have been fast enough to keep up.
Especially with the Ripple backing him up. Sure, the water and fire Tanjiro generates is impressive, but Jonathan was tough enough to power through it. Tanjiro, though, had no way to defend against the Ripple bypassing his durability and directly messing with his organs.
Such as manipulating his muscles like a puppeteer, or directly shutting off his brain or heart, something other Ripple users have done to ordinary humans with a single zap. And Jonathan had the opportunity to do this literally every time Tanjiro blocked his blade.
Sure, Tanjiro could recover himself with a breath, but that'd be a breath spent healing and not, fighting.
And while sun breathing's overuse was dangerous to Tanjiro, JoJo's Hamon had no such drawback.
Which meant that JoJo could keep fighting for as long as he needed to.
Tanjiro was never going to go down easy, but Jonathan's
I kind of figured
Hamon and
that the
righteous
versatility
gentlemanly fists carried him to
of
victory.
Hamon.
Jonathan
I call it
took
Hamon. I don't know why.
Tanjiro's
It's probably
breath
Hamon, but
away.
whatever.
The winner is Jonathan
Just-
Joestar.
Just too versatile, man. The versatility.
Thank you for watching.
too many
Stay
ways he
tuned.
can
We'll
use
be
it.
Jumping into the next matchup next week, but you can always get more Death Battle right now.
Next
by clicking
week?
one of those boxes right over there, and by downloading the battle music linked down below.
So we're going straight to the next matchup next week instead of 2 weeks from now. Oh, shoot. Wow. Wow. I don't know why, but wow. Well, okay. That was the best one yet. Wow. I mean, I'm sorry, but this is the best one yet. I think it beats the first one, the second one of this season. Oh my God, it beats like a bunch of the last season ones. It was just freaking amazing. And they couldn't have picked two better characters to fight one another, considering their backgrounds and their styles. It was nuts. I mean, sure, you could have put Joseph up against him too because he had the same like Hamon tech, and all that. But Jonathan was the original, and he had the sword, and just more cohesive like fight, I guess you'd say. You know, sword fighters, breathing techniques, magic bullshit going everywhere. But yeah, I thought it was an excellent fight. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please leave a like if you did. And check out some of my gaming videos. I'm trying to get that going. I've been on YouTube for 6 or 7 years now, and I started with gaming, and you know, I feel like I do pretty good work there. I might not, but you know, if nobody ever watches it, I'll never know. You know. So, anyways, I guess I'll see you guys next time. SpectralStar, Thor versus Vegeta. See you guys later. Bye.